strong is this
That's
kid?
what I was going to say. That's what I was going to ask. What is this kid's workout routine? Because, oh my God, he's 6, 7?
I feel like they made him older in this one for some reason.
Like it felt like middle school.
But
regardless. Guys, welcome to another episode of Katie Afraidy on the Fangoria Podcast Network. I'm your host, Katie Hettenbach, and I am so excited to bring out this person again. She's back. She's back for more. She asked to be on. She's like, I want to be on again because I see that sweet set.
That's
with those
exactly what I said.
Sweet chairs. She's in the WWE realm. Raw, SmackDown. Kayla Becker.
What's up, everybody? Listen, it's good to be. This is so cool.
Yeah.
Very rad. I only visited your last studio once. I already love this one so much more. This is cool.
It's very cool.
Is that real blood back there?
It is real blood.
Okay.
I murdered a lot of people.
Oh, I figured you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure we didn't roll on that, but I got you.
Yeah.
I'll be your alibi.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that as a fellow horror fan. So it's October. It's not even October. It's our Halloween episode.
It is. Listen,
Happy Halloween.
We celebrate Halloween, I feel like, all year round. To me, as soon as like November 1st hits, it's like, let's do the countdown, the paper chains, counting down until the next Halloween. Yeah. But it is officially the month that everybody else observes it and appreciates it as well.
Correct. Did you do anything exciting this October? Because we're not speaking in the future, because we're filming this before Halloween.
Yes. Well, as of right now, no. The first weekend of October, I was in Cancun, and there's not a lot of Halloween stuff happening in Cancun. But I've been watching a lot of scary movies. I've been trying to hit up the theater with all these new releases and stuff. But working on my Halloween costume, which I can't reveal yet, as I told you before, but I'm really excited about it. So, yeah. Haven't been to Halloween Horror Nights yet, though. Have you?
I heard it sucked this year.
Well, so I'm the Orlando Halloween Horror Nights
that
girl,
one's way
so
better.
I haven't experienced LA one yet.
Okay.
But I've been hearing the same thing. But I feel like we should still try it.
I want to go, but I'm also like, is it worth dropping $200
plus another $200 if you're not a season ticket holder? Because you want the fast passes,
Yeah, at that rate you do. But we talked about it last time, but I'm a wimp when it comes to haunted houses. Same with roller coasters. I will watch the walkthrough before so I can see where the scares are. But it's interesting, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm a wimp.
Not everyone's brave like me.
You are you are very brave. You are very brave. You're the bravest woman.
Wow, that you've ever met in the whole world.
In the whole world.
It's made my day.
It's you. So we watched Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yes.
2007.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did. And I gotta say, I haven't watched it since it came out. Okay. So I went back and rewatched it when you told me you wanted to talk about it. And I think it was kind of interesting watching it with fresh eyes, because when you want to say Rob Zombie's Halloween, you're like, well, Carpenter's is elite.
Yeah.
But you watch them close together, you're like, there's no way Rob Zombie's is even watching it just kind of out of the blue as I did recently. I liked it a lot more than I liked it back in 2007.
Really? Okay. How so?
I think I appreciated, now that I'm much older than I was in 2007, the extra element of blood and gore and just disgustiness that we know Rob Zombie is all about. I think when I watched it the first time, I was like maybe a little like you, like a scaredy cat. Yeah. But now I had so much more appreciation for it, I guess.
Yeah. Because I saw it, I don't remember when I saw it, but I only remembered like the first part of when Michael was a kid. And I totally forgot about like that there's like a time jump, and then you get to him, when he's older and like actually becomes Michael Myers. Yeah. And I was like, this is happening. But a lot of immediate right out of the gate, just the sexual innuendos, like
not even innuendos. We saw full nude all throughout this.
Full nude, but also like the teens like just like being phallic with like.
I didn't even know what any of that stuff was. I felt when I was at it. Maybe I did.
I was like, damn, you talk about that in front of your mom. I was like,
right.
Good for you. She's brave too. I was like, God damn.
My mom still thinks I'm a virgin, and we're gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
You never want your parents to know anything other than that.
I don't even know.
If you have a baby, I found it somewhere. Like I didn't make it.
I might have stolen it. that if you see an empty stroller, it's not my fault. I thought those were for taking.
Exactly, right?
That was for.
One for you, one for you.
Yeah, isn't that how that works? Yeah, you don't need 12 kids.
You do not.
You can give one to, Kayla for fun. Yeah.
No, I'm good.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting watching it back again. I actually tweeted about it this morning, so I wanted to see what people's responses were comparing to.
And
even my best friend messages me, and he loves horror too, and he was just ripping me apart for me even saying I liked it. And I understand. People are very upset about the fact that we're humanizing this monster who is just like Michael Myers and all of Carpenter. He's just pure evil. There's no reason or why he just like murdered his 15-year-old sister when he was like 6 years old. There was no backstory of like an abusive household. And the Rob Zombie one, you're like, oh, like his stepdad is a jerk and his sister is whatever she was doing, not taking him trick or treating. She wanted to hook up with her boyfriend.
Yeah, and
the mean kids at school. I'm like, oh, I'm on his side. I would murder all of them as well. Yeah. But people hate that. People hate it. Now they have the story behind it.
I mean, well, because there's always two sides to everybody. There's I call it the Ted Bundy effect. He was a great father, a great neighbor, a great, husband. But he was also, raping and murdering people. Yes. So,
but the Michael Myers and Carpenters, though, I feel like there isn't two sides to him.
It's just
he's
him.
just an evil person with no reason, no why.
Yeah, it's interesting to get that other perspective of like, okay, but obviously those, I don't know if people would link Halloween Rob Zombie with Halloween John Carpenter. Like, I don't know if you would, like, if you were to watch all of them in order, would you include those movies as like a backstory, or would you just...
I don't think so. Okay. Because there was enough, I feel like, where Zombie was trying to replicate. I think he did a good job at trying to be respectful enough to Carpenter to, replicate some iconic parts of it.
Oh, yeah.
But he definitely did enough to keep it very different as well. So I think you're right. I don't think anyone would watch them both and think, oh, this is part of the same, like, path or whatever.
Yeah. I would also hope not. But yeah, you're right. It is gory. It is, like, way... just grittier and gorier, and like the first Halloween movie is almost like now it's like almost comical.
Yeah,
it is just the way. But then also, I don't want to say this movie was comical because it's, but there were moments.
I mean, it's just like cheesy, gory horror,
Yeah, and like the way the teenagers talk to each other.
Yes.
Like they were just like humping each other. Like,
yes.
Oh my God.
The acting was a little, Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe cast us in the next one. Maybe we'll be better.
You could murder me.
Can I? And then use your blood for the backdrop?
Yes.
This is a great plan. I like it. I'm kidding. We would never.
Kidding. You never. Unless. No, you'd actually kill me.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But we probably shouldn't say this on camera just in case something were to happen to you one day.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
Yeah. I will edit this out. And then I'll put like a little like video of like a bunny.
Oh, okay.
Just because.
It's cute.
For funsies. Yeah. This movie's fucking nuts. But I did like the switch again from the childhood to the adulthood. I think his obsession with wearing a mask and going to the what's the proper term? I was gonna say psych ward,
like the mental institution.
Yeah.
Psych ward, same thing.
Yeah, but I was like, is there? Yeah. It felt wrong to say. I don't know if there's a right. But again,
yes.
When has it ever stopped me from being politically correct on this podcast? I don't know. It hasn't. But I just think that was interesting. And then he's like in there like, oh, I'm going to make another mask. And then when he stabs the nurse with, what was it, a fork?
Oh, my God. Oh. And that also, when you think about, we all think about ways we would die, right?
Yeah.
That's a normal thing. And we watch so many scary movies.
John made a really good face. I wish you could see it. He's like, what?
This is normal, right? Everybody does
you think about this all the time, John. He's like, nope, absolutely not.
But when we watch scary movies, we watch these like crazy kill scenes. And I was like, okay, which way, if I were in this scenario and I could choose which way I were to be killed, what would be the one that I maybe could handle a little more than others?
Yeah.
That one would be the absolute worst one. Getting killed via fork, I feel like that would take a while.
Yeah, okay.
It would just be really like slow and like crunchy or like, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm like, you know what I mean? I felt really bad, John. Yes, you do. Felt really bad for the nurse. She did not deserve that.
Yeah, no, she just was trying to help. But also, I don't know. She seemed like she wasn't interested.
Well, she did like kind of make a little smirk and then turn around and start reading her newspaper or whatever.
Yeah,
which
I was
I was
like,
trying to read what was on the newspaper. Was it about him?
I also like I wasn't paying that close attention because it was again like usually the third watch I'll be like, okay, what's on the paper?
Yeah, or I feel like they showed it, so they wanted. I feel like whatever was on it,
okay,
they wanted us to see, but maybe not. We'll go back and check that.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, that was bad. And then you know what's also pretty bad, which I know him from Spy Kids. He was the bully in the first portion. Junie Cortez. That's not the actor's name. That's the guy that's his character's name from Spy Kids.
Spy Kids. I didn't even think about that.
He's now Meghan Trainor's husband. So that is his role. Yeah, Daryl. Is it Daryl? I think it's Daryl. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna call him Junie. But he's in there. But the way he dies, because he's a bully, and he's just F slur galore, and just you're stupid, and I'm gonna beat you up for no reason. So then Michael's like, cool, we're gonna go. You're gonna walk through the woods. I'm gonna walk through the woods.
That was a tough one.
And beat you to death with a large stick.
And give you a glimmer of hope at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's that glimmer of hope of like, wait, he stopped hitting me. Maybe he's gonna let me go at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael didn't just not let him go. He went in harder than he like. Also, how strong is this kid?
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna ask. What is this kid's workout routine? Because oh my God, he's 6, 7?
I feel like they made him older in this one for some reason.
Like it felt like middle school.
But
regardless. Okay,
yeah.
A 12-year-old. How strong is this 12-year-old? What is he doing?
What is he doing?
He is just beating the shit out of him, and he's hitting him good. I'm like, how? Like, I know you would get hurt from the stick,
but like that was like grown man flogging. Is that the word?
Flogging?
Flogging. Is that what it means to hit somebody?
I think so.
No.
That sounds right, but judging by John's reaction.
I feel like that would have.
It is, but it's also like when I think about hitting someone, flogging, you think about like
a sex thing. Yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, he was also being flogged a little bit, but
Well, listen, as sexual as this was, he could have found a flog in his sister's bedroom and used it to kill people
enough.
As well.
She was pretty kinky, so
15. Okay, well, but I do think that scene of him killing his bully would have made more sense if it were Carpenter's Michael Myers, because he was a freak of nature that didn't make any sense. And like we've seen him get murdered a million times in his movies, and he still comes back.
Yeah.
But this little punk, I'm like, I just don't know.
Yeah.
Loves his mama. I loved how much he loved his mama.
Mm-hmm. That was sweet. That was sweet,
and she loved him so much. But I don't think she even had, besides the terrible acting by her, by the way, that zombie's wife. Sorry, terrible. And that scene, it just was. I'm like, when she got handed the pictures of him, like all the animals that he's killed, I feel like that was not the, I don't know. But sorry, do they watch this?
Yes, they do. They're actually big subscribers, big fans of Katie Afraidy. No, that's fair. That's like that's
it's just like
no,
okay.
It's the acting.
And then it was in denial. Like if my kid was murdering animals, I think there'd be more like, baby, I love you so much. Like
she had such a great line. There were so many good lines. She went to the principal, and they took a picture. He's like, yeah, we found a dead cat in your son's bag. He's like, big deal, he has a dead cat.
Yes.
And I'm like,
ma'am,
ma'am, do you have a dead cat in your bag all the time? Because oh my God, no. It's like, he's a photographer. He just likes to take pictures of dead animals. He's very specific about his subjects. He likes to come on.
And now we know he killed his mouse. Like, it was like, he died. Like, he killed the mouse.
Yeah, because poor mouse. Poor mouse.
Oh, I thought, yes. I thought you were saying Myers. I meant poor Myers.
I mean, him too. Okay, again, this is one of my favorite lines because it felt so like meme worthy. I think it was, I don't know if he was talking to his mom or who, but he's like, I'm not listening, and then he just screams in her face and then runs away. I'm like, same. I felt that in my soul. Like, thank you for that.
Just start doing that from now on in your adult normal interactions.
And then just run full speed the other way.
That sounds like a good way to handle like conflict.
Honestly, I think it's good. I think I should do
Yeah.
that from now
Like
on.
that's the part before you start murdering people. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
just do
yeah.
that, and you'll like get that aggression out that way.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. That's good. Yeah. But I also loved the fact that he felt this protection over his baby sister because she
Yeah.
was so innocent. And then we see her grow up and become this that character, like Laurie Strode, which I was also confused. I'm like, did she get her family was murdered. So did she
Yes.
get adopted?
Yeah, so she was dropped off. Okay, so I think what the story was in that one, unless I'm getting it confused, I believe he went to the house, found the baby alone, like a bloody mess, took her to like the next town, and dropped her off at the fire station, didn't report it, removed it from the, that no one, was that the right, or was I thinking that from, is that the Carpenter one? Oh man.
I don't remember either of them.
But it definitely was
I
like
was confused.
I think just like dropped into a town, it was wiped from the record that she was ever a thing, and so whoever adopted her, but that may be the other one I'm mixing up, but yes, adopted.
It's this one.
Okay.
Oh, I was right?
Got it. Okay. That makes more sense. But still, I was like, wait, what?
Yes.
Because now she's a Strode, but she's actually a Myers, and I was like, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But to your point about her being innocent, where he wanted to protect her, until she tried to kill him, right? It was like, didn't give her a lot of chances. And also, like, bro, how is she supposed to know? You're handing her this picture of two people. How is she supposed to know it's you and her? Like, you didn't convey this very well because you're not talking.
Yeah.
You can't be mad at her. Like, write it down. Give her, like, 3 chances before you try to kill her.
Yeah, like...
Siblings fight, okay? It's part of what it is to be in a family.
It's part of the fun of having a sibling. That's why they're there. You're supposed to fight. You're supposed to learn about human interaction. That's why if you don't have a sibling, you're fucked up.
Exactly, it's
you
true.
don't understand. I don't trust people. Do you have a sibling?
I have 12.
Okay, well, never mind then. You... Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, there it is.
And I'm really normal. I only think about different ways to die every day. So.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. I have an older brother who's 12 years older than me, and so I'm like an only child that has a sibling.
Okay.
So I am both weirded out by only children, but I also understand.
Yeah.
But I also have a sibling if I want one.
That's like a rent-a-sibling situation.
Yeah. So I'm like, he's there when I want to, but I can also be like,
nice.
oh, my sibling, Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. But the Laurie, the introduction of this character, like, oh, she's gonna be innocent, just like Jamie Lee Curtis, like she's gonna be, and she just comes out swinging, just being like, oh, Mom, I'm having sex. Let me just quickly, oh, I'm gonna fuck a bagel real quick. You're like, okay, you're a parent, like what? What are you doing?
So unrealistic.
But then all of a sudden she's you're like, I've never done that. I do that all the time. Let me tell you. You can't have a bagel in your house.
You can't have bagels. Where are we going?
I don't know. But it's just to show that she's supposed to be innocent.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
To have that right out of the gate, and then when she's with her friends, she's also like still playing, but then all of a sudden she's innocent again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's that? That's the part where I was like, okay, I'm confused about the character.
Like what she's supposed to be.
Like, I know that she's supposed to be this goody two-shoes, like from Halloween. And I know there's some aspects in this movie, but also, like, who is Laurie now?
Well, Laurie shot him in the head at the end, which, by the way, Jamie Lee Curtis is freaking amazing. But I feel like in her early character, she wasn't quite as developed in the badassery. Yeah. So I do think she kind of saved herself. Yeah. Which was commendable.
Yeah. She was more crafty with a
and she could yes.
Yeah, with a hanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they jab him in the eye. Yeah. No. This Laurie was like just breaking through doors.
Like everyone's workout plans need to be given to us. Like they can just. That's insane to me.
She's in high school
and she can break down doors.
Okay. In high school, could you do that?
I broke through. No, I was in a locker, but I didn't really.
Okay, what?
It's fine.
No, I want to hear.
I mean, like I broke a locker, but I think I was already like kind of. I don't know why. I really don't remember. I just know I got in trouble for a locker situation.
Did you rip it off the hinges?
With with one pinky, I ripped it off the hinges. No, it was already broken. It was somebody else's locker, and I broke into it. If you must know. It was all for a good cause.
Okay.
I wanted a Mel Yellow, and they had a Mel Yellow.
Fair enough. You'll do anything.
For a Mellow Yellow.
For a Mellow Yellow.
By the way, this episode is sponsored by
Mellow Yellow.
But no, I mean, true. Like with Michael Myers being able to like clog. Was that the word I was thinking instead of flog? What's clog? Is that also hitting?
Clog? Clog is like the shoe, or like clogging. You said flog.
I did, but he said that's like a sexual thing potentially. So I'm like, is there another word that rhymes with flog or clog that I'm wanting to say?
Hit?
Okay, we'll go. Hit's the easy way to go. The way he hit the kid and killed him, and the way Laura's over here breaking through doors. It just, it doesn't seem very realistic, but impressive nonetheless.
So.
ADHD!
It's fine. We're good. She's fine. She's literally fine, guys. She's fine. We're fine. I'm good. So Michael Myers has clearly this serial killer trait of killing animals. Mm-hmm. Now, what is your serial killer trait? Because it can be something as so simple as I've heard someone like, not me. Again, not me. Mm-hmm. Somebody has the same pair of underwear and would like wash it in the sink and wear it every day. Like that's serial killer trait. Stuff like that. Or like reusing, I don't know, like used napkins. Like serial killer trait. Mine, I think, would have been in middle school. I wore the same red jacket every day, and it became known as the infamous red jacket.
Not the pink lady, the red lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got made fun of, and I was like, well, I'll just kick your ass in gym class.
Right? With a giant stick, and I might break a door.
Yes.
Is what you would do.
Yeah, just me being, what, like 70 pounds? Just a twig. I mean, I'm still a twig, but, to be more of a, if you can imagine me more as a twig, that's.
With a red jacket.
Yes, with a red jacket, yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I've never thought about this,
okay.
Surprisingly enough.
You're like, I think about death. I think about how I would die.
I think about how I would kill people, though. But like,
okay.
In a scenario where like, so I always think about if someone were to break into my house, what I would do. And I have an entire like system.
Okay, because you are the horror movie queen.
And that's it. Like I've seen enough of like how, like what I would do. I recently saw this like TikTok of someone who has like their Siri connected to like their light system. It's like, you chose the wrong house, and then everything goes dark and like there's lights and Siri. I'm like, I love that concept. I also have a soundtrack or a sound thing on my TV that's just a shotgun like this. Like if you hear that coming out loud, most normal people trying to kill you will leave at that point in time. You hear like a shotgun like cranking.
That's very Home Alone.
Okay, so I did learn from Home Alone.
Yeah.
But yes, it is. And then I have certain like weapons is hidden in different areas of my apartment.
Okay.
And so I have this idea that like if I hear someone trying to come in, I have an area I'm gonna hide in.
Okay.
So the murderer's gonna come in thinking I'm asleep in my bedroom, but I'm already hidden. I already see that they're there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna watch them and follow them. And then I will be the one that, they're begging me for mercy by the time this is all said and done. And then I might leave one of them alive and just be like, you know why? Go tell your little friends. But in reality, if someone broke into our house, I would probably freeze and poop myself and just allow it to happen.
Yeah, I'd be like, just kill me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, please. It's funny because John's face, he's definitely never thought about this. I wonder if this is just a female thing. That's just what we think about.
Wait. Thought about what?
Being like if someone broke into your house or like being murdered and shit.
Oh, I mean, in most cases, I already have Lego on the floor, so they're
that'll do it.
Their feet are
gonna be
Home Alone.
Screw this house, I'm leaving.
Did you guys hear the theory that that Jigsaw from Saw's future Kevin McCallister?
Yes.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
I would just have random traps. I want to sleep in peace. I don't want to have to get out of bed, so I'm just gonna have random things around the house. He's never making it upstairs.
He's gonna be fucked. Yeah.
And on that note, not to like pivot to Saw.
Good. Yeah.
But did you see Saw 10?
I saw Saw 10. I cried a little bit.
So Saw 10 is a perfect example. Although I feel like Jigsaw's character we've seen, cause I call him, he's the biggest baby face. He's a baby face. And, despite people, he's a crazy torturer, murderer. But after watching Saw 10, he's a baby face. But people are mad about that too. Humanizing the bad guys. It kind of goes back to Michael Myers. Humanizing the bad guy.
But it also, I mean...
Because people just want, like, when I see a horror movie, they just want pure evil. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh, it was genuinely one of, like, I hate Saw. I hate those movies.
Really?
I don't like torture porn. I watched, I mean, we'll get to these episodes eventually, but John and I watched Human Centipede 2 and 3.
Ooh.
And Human Centipede, the first one, I almost threw up.
Yeah.
2 minutes into Human Centipede 2 was like dry heaving. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see this in theaters, whatever. I closed my eyes for like, you know, the parts, but honestly, it wasn't that bad. It was the majority of the movie was just about John Kramer.
Oh yes, 100%. Yep.
And just
it was elite gory
and cancer, and like we all know somebody who's like, you know, old men struggling or old person struggling with cancer,
and then getting screwed out of $250,000. I mean, listen, I would want to do the same thing.
Yeah. Like, my God, you fuck with the wrong person. Like,
100, right? If you had to choose. Speaking of Human Centipede, by the way, I have a Human Centipede structure in my apartment. You know, if you ever want to like.
What does that mean?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I what?
My friend actually got it for me. It was really sweet.
If
So
I hear Human Centipede structure, I imagine she has 3 people that came to visit her or are tourists.
You should come and visit
on her bedroom floor.
You and John should come and visit. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's now gonna
I'm
be
looking
2
to
people
add a
longer.
few more. Well, no. So I have like it's just like, you know, yay big, and it's just the people, butt to mouth, butt to mouth, butt to mouth. It's just like a little dining room centerpiece. It's really it's really nice.
Jesus Christ! I think I saw a
anyone, I'm never gonna find. I'm gonna be single for the rest of my life. People are gonna be watching this like run away from her.
Well, you'd be surprised. Horror fans, they like the weird shit. We went to some horror con, and they had Tootsie Pop guys, you know, like the how many, but it was Human Centipede.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, okay, that I don't hate Human Centipede, but I think I would buy that. Like,
that's really cool.
That was like a fun cartoon. Like I would get that because it's like
it's kind of like
it's like
cute.
Subtle enough, but it's also like
it's a little
this
nod.
is fucked up. But like yeah, it's like I like that, but I'm also scared. Okay,
sorry, I'm completely taking us off.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm scared. Okay, so yeah, you had your Home Alone going back to, yeah. I thought about that also, how I would, because I realized I'm like, okay, if my roommate's not here, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Like the cops aren't coming, and especially in LA. Oh my God.
I know.
It's gonna be 40 minutes minimum.
If they come at all.
So I'm like, okay, I have to defend myself. I'm like, I don't have anything. So I'm like, I need the one thing I want to get, and it's not a gun. Everyone's like, oh, but like a taser or something. I'm like, no, I want a crossbow.
Huh.
Could you imagine you pull up to some and I just am aiming a like, what would you fucking do?
I mean, I feel like it'd be pretty easy to shoot one too.
I think they're hard to load, but I'd get really good at it.
Okay.
And I think it would be so fucking
It
funny.
would be. It'd be like terrifying. Someone's like pulling up thinking they're going to like take advantage of this like tiny woman and like, okay, maybe she has a gun. A crossbow? Like, damn, this bitch crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
what is wrong with her? Like, I'd rather her have a gun at this point.
Right?
God damn. Yeah, I thought about I think that'd be really good. My mom also will send me
crossbows?
No, just I wish. God, I wish. Mom, for Christmas, maybe? Please. If you're listening. She does sometimes. But if no, she sends me like she'll be like, here's a pocket knife. Or whatever, but like it'll be like a really small one. Or she'll be like, hey, I have a broken pair of kitchen scissors that are now basically just 2 knives.
Wow.
Here you go. Wow, and she'll send it to me as in a package. Like, but
she's
just
mailing
that,
it to you?
and just that. And I'm like, okay, I know where this is coming from, but anybody else is gonna be like, what the fuck?
It's like she that could be her serial killer trait. She's just sending like subtle little like weapons.
I mean, she did grow up on a farm, so
yeah, I did too. We farm people are crazy.
Farm people, man. Where did you grow up?
Alabama.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You hear my accent just came out when I said it?
I'm
from Alabama.
I'm from Alabama.
So, I haven't dated any of my cousins though.
I'm so proud
Not
of
first
you.
cousons anyway. I'm kidding.
Heyo. Heyo. They're not off limits. It's just wrong, but they're not off limits. Oh my God, you don't.
Okay, this is the most ADD episode probably ever. But
that's the best part. There are no rules. There are no rules to podcasting. It's my podcast. We can ADHD as much as we want.
Hell yeah.
I have undiagnosed ADHD 100%. This is totally falling down.
Oh, that's a proof right there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so Michael Myers wears many masks in this movie.
He does.
Especially, he's pretty crafty, especially...
Paper mache is kind of his jam. He's good.
I was like, damn, he's crafty.
Very.
He's crafty, which, I mean, we learn early on he's pretty crafty, but in the psych ward, he that scene where they like show him in his cell, but then it's focused on something else. The rape. Oh man, that was a lot.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot. We don't need to get into that much, but I just hey, that was aggressive. That was a lot. Whoa, did we need that? No, I don't think so.
There's a lot of things in that we didn't need, but that also goes. That's just Rob Zombie. I feel like.
Yeah. Which is, I mean,
pushing the limits.
I was like, oh, this is a lot. But to like his walls are like lined with masks and stuff, and he's wearing one. That's not his his
iconic William Shatner
all white mask. So if you were to be a serial killer, which you thought of, what would you wear as a mask?
Do you have to wear a mask? Just if I were a mask wearing?
If you were a mask wearing.
If I was a mask wearing serial killer, have you watched Twisted Metal?
No.
You know what I'm talking? It's the new series on Peacock. It used to be a video game, but one of our former wrestlers, Samoa Joe, is one of the main bad guys.
Okay.
What's his name again? So I can't remember. But he's wearing this clown mask.
Okay.
At the very end, a new character that's related to him appears, and this creepy-ass clown mask. I 100%, I'm a Pennywise, fangirl.
You love clowns.
Definitely, a really cute clown girl.
Okay.
Almost like Bangable,
Yeah.
But, still terrifying.
You're like, she's crazy, but I'd take her out
exactly,
on a nice seafood dinner,
He's right. She's gonna murder me, but I'd still do her.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that'd kind of be my thing.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yep.
That's good. That's good. I was thinking about this, and John will also throw it to you. Either honestly a Shrek mask would be pretty good.
Okay.
Just really, traumatize people with that, so that every time they see, because I feel like he's coming back.
Yeah,
he's very iconic and stuff. So I'm like, yeah. And then, you know what? Honestly, if they had a mask of Mike Myers as Austin Powers, like a pullover with the eye holes, that would be fucking terrifying. With the teeth, that'd be terrifying.
I bet you can get that made. I know a guy.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not saying I already have this mask made.
I do know Jason Baker. Shout out to him. He did Ethan Hawke's what's that movie called?
Black Phone.
Black Phone.
Mm-hmm.
He made that mask.
That's so
he
cool.
made a ton of masks for us and WWE. He made me a custom several years ago. I wanted to be a female version of Michael Myers, so he took a Michael Myers mask and just made it really feminine. And I dressed in of course, a hoochie thing jumpsuit. But he is brilliant with masks. Shout out to Jason Baker.
That's fucking awesome.
He's so good.
That's so good. Well, I guess I have to hit him up. John, now I'm asking you, if you were to wear a mask, what would you wear?
I think, you don't want to get caught, but you kind of need the content. I would probably do one of those TikTok. I would do my own makeup, so I'm unrecognizable.
Okay.
And it could change every murder.
Keeping him guessing.
And then you film the content, so you have content. You hit the algorithm,
you're business savvy thinking.
Yeah.
What's the most profitable?
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna make money off of this. If I'm gonna go down, I might as well. Or you won't, because no one.
Because it seems like a lot of work to kill someone, and to not make something out of it, murdering someone doesn't pay the bills.
True.
If you're robbing a bank, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But what am I getting at killing some high school kids?
And the payoff takes so long because serial killers are the biggest narcissists. They always eventually want to get the credit and get caught for it. But if you have to wait 10 years to get the credit, you're not getting paid. You're right. You gotta do what you can.
You gotta get the content.
I want the credit now.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
But you can't kill one person and be a serial killer. You have to kill a few. So you have to be patient.
They don't make them like they used to. God. Where are the good ones?
Did you see the Shrek? There's an Airbnb.
Yes, you can. Is that actually real or was that AI? Because it looked like it was AI.
I don't know, but you should do your first ogre murder there, I think, and it could be part of the experience.
It could be like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah,
but it's
I think that's a brilliant.
But it's Shrek.
That's a good horror movie concept. I love Blood and Honey. People thought it was terrible, but
I thought it was amazing.
I thought it was amazing too. It was so good.
I still have not seen it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yes.
The opening is fantastic. The animated thing when you find out why they became the way they became.
I'm so excited. I need to watch it.
You gotta watch it.
It sounds absolutely chaotic and wonderful, and just anytime they do a parody of something we know and love, as they did the mean one, which is the Grinch.
Oh, okay.
But now he's like a murderer. And he's murdering all the Who's. But you can never say he's the Grinch. They just say he's the mean one.
Oh, because I like that. And now there's one coming out with, or maybe just came out with Dorothy, Wizard of Oz, where she goes crazy.
What?
And starts murdering people. She like, years later, she's having all this trauma because of what she went through.
Like, I saw so many monkeys flying. You don't fucking get it.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that sounds like I gotta watch that next. Shit.
There's so much.
There's so many. There's so many. And there's three Rob Zombie? Or 2?
Well, the second one is terrible. I couldn't even get through the first 20 minutes. I turned it off. I have not watched it. It was like literally like I thought something like it was terrible.
I mean, this one wasn't good. So,
but this makes the second one look like. Yes, that was terrible. Don't even press play on it. I spent $3.99 on it, and I want to sue.
I want my money back immediately. So. This is such a stupid question, and it's just so because again I notice weird things in movies.
Good.
Like I just noticed like odd. So when they introduce, in the second part, Tommy, who's the kid that Laurie's babysitting, he comes in swinging with his backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like literally not even wearing it. It's like the biggest backpack you've ever seen. He's like swinging over one shoulder. He's not double strapping. Were you a single strap or a double strap?
I've just now, at 32 years old, turned into a double strapper. Because I'm realizing I've traveled a lot, go through airports, and my scoliosis is going to be like all kind of messed up.
You got scoliosis too?
They told me I had scoliosis in the 4th grade. Not that I was so cool, but I don't know. Maybe has it corrected itself?
No, no.
No, but
You're hilarious. Can you tell?
Can you tell? Definitely a double strapper.
There we go. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, no.
So wait, what was the backpack thing?
I don't know. Just were you 2-strapper or 1-strapper?
Oh yeah,
because it was just I don't know. It was so fucking ridiculous to me. I don't know. That was that. I guess the final fight scene with Michael and Laurie.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that you now know his backstory of like, oh, he's trying to save his sister, and he sweeps her off her feet. He's like, we're gonna go hang out real quick.
Yeah.
He takes her to his where did he take her?
The basement of their old house.
Is that what that was? Okay, I was confused.
Which is where, yes, and that's when he was like trying to show her,
the photo.
Like, of course she's gonna know what this is, because at this point she doesn't even know. Does she know she's adopted?
Does she know she's adopted? No.
Okay, so I'm not talking on the mic. It's annoying. It sounds bad. She finds out in the beginning of the second one when the therapist puts out his book. In the book, he says that she's adopted, and that's where she has a complete meltdown.
Okay, makes sense, because there's no way for her, like, she doesn't think she's adopted in the first one, so how in the hell would she ever know what's going on here?
Yeah, she has no idea.
Why the fuck wouldn't her parents tell her? She's
Well,
old.
A lot of people don't tell them until never sometimes, especially back then.
Or you know what? She might know she's adopted, but not know who
Who?
her original family is.
Yeah.
But was that ever addressed, though?
I don't think so.
So we just have to speculate that maybe she did, maybe she didn't.
Little plot hole there.
Because then in Carpenter's, what she finds out, like, at the Jamie Lee, she finds out, like, in the second one, maybe the first Halloween, I don't feel like she knows about Michael.
She finds out in the second one, and that's why when they just did these latest 3, they ignored the second one, and she's not related to Michael Myers at all.
That's right. Oh, that's weird. That's right, because it's like you're supposed to forget what you already know.
Yeah.
Which is like, no.
Yeah, I refuse.
Don't forget H2O. That movie was fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Fascinating. But anyways, and then there's just a moment that I wanted to also address. Loomis holding Laurie when he finds her initially, and just holds her a little bit too hard, and I was uncomfortable by that.
Oh, were you? I don't think I noticed that.
I was like,
were you uncomfortable because you thought like it would be hurting her because it was a little too like
no, it was like, you just met her.
Yeah.
Like, I know you
followed
know.
this. Yeah.
Also, why the fuck wouldn't you tell her that's your brother? That's why he's coming after you.
That would be a good time to maybe be like, hey, look.
Yeah.
this is what's going on.
Also, how did Michael know
where she was?
Where she was.
And that goes back to my issues between go back to plot holes. We understand OG, Michael Myers is like this freak of nature and this almost supernatural person.
Mm-hmm.
So when he gets shot 1,000 times or maybe knows something he shouldn't, it makes sense. It doesn't make sense here because it feels like he's trying to make us, he's humanizing him, but also putting into this like supernatural being. He got shot many times.
So many times.
Like a normal person is going down.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't just know where she is. He didn't have a cell phone or Apple Maps. You know? He probably would have found her if he had Apple Maps.
Yeah,
but.
I mean, probably not. This podcast is sponsored by Google Maps. Google Maps, they're better than Apple. Yeah, there's just so many like little things like that. But, overall, the movie was chaotic. It was very campy and... Can I say fun?
I think it was fun. It definitely wasn't scary.
It wasn't scary. No, I think it was more like silly and like ridiculous.
Yes.
In that it's just like it's gonna be absurd. Like the kids are saying like off the wall things, and I'll be like, "Your dad wants to fuck me. Like he wants to fuck me, right?" Oh my god, like what? Who says that? At least I didn't say that about my. Maybe my friends didn't have hot dads. Sorry, all my friends, you don't have hot dads.
I had crushes on a few of my friends' dads, but I never would have outwardly said those words.
Yeah,
that's in my diary. I hide under my bed.
Yeah. Well, all your friends are gonna be like, "Was my dad hot?"
All your dads are hot. They still are.
I mean,
teeth or no teeth.
Ooh. Kayla, everybody. So out of 10, what do you think?
Oh God, I'd give it a solid 4.8.
That's very specific. Why 4.8? You also, I think you thought about it because if it was just a 4, that's
because it's not a 5. It's not a 5. It wasn't terrible. Okay, yeah. I don't think it was terrible. I appreciate what he was trying to do, and I appreciate that making his own take while still paying ode to the original. But I don't think it's a 2. I think it's a 4.8. It doesn't deserve the extra 2 points.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
I like that.
points.
I like that.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4. Not a 4.8. It was a 4.
Okay.
Because I didn't
think about the decimals.
Didn't think about
I
that
always
part.
add a
think
decimal.
About that part. I like that. It makes it more like it sticks in your head more. I like that.
Right.
So, I mean, it did what it needed to do. It was chaos from beginning to end.
But he did not need to make a second one. And I heard that he hated making the second one.
It didn't see. I don't know.
Right?
He did 3. He signed a 3-picture deal. Hated the experience doing the first one, and said he would only do the second one if he gets out. If they don't make him do the third.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You could tell. I feel like he just phoned it in. Like it just felt like a phoned-in movie.
Yeah. And I feel bad because I love Scout. Scout's awesome, and she's as good as you can possibly be in a movie like that. But yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact. What's his name? Who plays Michael Myers' character? God, what is his name? He was a former professional wrestler.
That guy.
Big Sky. What do we call him? Something Sky. And that's what everyone's like. Why is he so big? Because Michael Myers isn't supposed to be a giant guy. I'm like, well, Tyler Mane. He was WWF.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
Or WCW.
He seems like he is.
And I think isn't he like one of the only people who played Michael Myers who have done 2 consecutive of the Michael Myers. I don't know.
Interesting.
I feel like it.
There's something like that.
There's something. Anyway, that was kind of a cool of like a wrestling meets. I always say wrestling and horror is such hand in hand, and it needs to be more of like I've been trying to push more of a crossover.
Yeah.
So it's really cool, like a little tidbit for wrestling fans that freaking professional wrestlers Michael Myers.
That's cool. Yeah, there is a big crossover. Like, I mean, we've had Sam Roberts on a bunch of the there used to be a podcast, RIP, to the Comedy Store wrestling podcast that one, a bunch of people would be like, yeah, I love horror movies. I love you. And I'm like, oh,
it is.
I know that.
We have a huge group at work who are obsessed with it. So, yeah, be a thing. Yeah.
Well, Kayla, thanks for being here.
Oh my God, of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Where can the people find you?
Kayla Braxton, WWE. My name is Kayla Becker, but Kayla Braxton, it doesn't matter. There's lots of names. But Kayla Braxton, WWE is where you can find me across all social platforms. And since it is spooky season, I will be putting out a lot of Halloween content. And my Halloween costume, you guys are going to want to see it. It's freaking awesome. I'm doing a whole photo shoot, the whole shebang.
I'm excited to see, because you won't even tell me.
I won't even tell you.
Have you told, like, anybody?
It's like two of my close friends who are helping me like do the hair and makeup for it.
Okay. I mean, by the time it'll be like this is coming out on Halloween.
I'm doing the photo shoot the day before Halloween.
Okay.
Because I don't want to tempt myself to release it early, because I know me, and I really want it to be like a huge, this is Halloween. And although it's on a Tuesday, it's fine. I feel like Halloween should never be on a weekday.
That's illegal. That's rude.
We should move the date. Well, we can't though, because October 31st is pretty iconic.
Yeah. So it's like,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, but that's why you celebrate, the weekend before and Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's a longer stretch so we can celebrate that.
Yeah. It extends into the week. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course, anytime.
And thank you to Fangoria. If you want a copy of Fangoria, you can use code Afraidy25. Get some 25% off.
Ooh.
That's sweet, sweet Fangoria magazine. Our sponsor, thank you. Filmcraft Studio Gear. You can find them at Filmcraft LA or at Filmcraft LA on Instagram. And make sure to follow us. I keep forgetting to say, hey, follow us. Follow us. You like us. You don't like us. Tell us. Tell us why. Tell us if you liked Halloween. Either one. All of them. Any of them. Tell us how you would, if you were a serial killer, what you would do. Just kidding. Don't. Or do. I don't know. It'll help the algorithm.
Let's have that on record. I think everyone send in how you would do it. We could help solve crime one day.
Let's do that. Why not? Hey, it'll be fun. But I always give shitty advice now at the end of the podcast.
Oh, I love that.
Just why not? So I guess you know what? Honestly, this might be good advice. Just be nice to people.
That's pretty good advice.
And don't. If the kid wants to wear a mask, let him wear a mask. If he does start killing animals, though, I think you should
sit him down and have a firm discussion of where it's coming
from. Maybe just stop buying him animals.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, I think that's honestly some good advice. I don't think that's shitty advice. It's pretty good. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Come on, big deal. He found a dead cat.